Excellent, they moved it on.
What's the name he says?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute, I gotta mute this thing. Here a second. Oh, I'll tell you how. All right. So let's call it to order. This is the Emergency Services Efficiency Committee regular meeting of July 9th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. We have no alternates to speak. I see nobody in the waiting room. And nobody in the audience is present to speak. Before we go that. Oh, hi, how are you? I don't have a copy of the minutes from April 9th, but I'll entertain a motion to accept it. We did get them, I don't think. Yeah, I got them and read them, I just don't have a copy. Second, move to seconded, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? That's unanimously. What business? Let's get to, right when you started out, Ronnie, how's that building committee going? I haven't made it to a meeting yet, because I can only go to so many meetings.
Well, it's moving along, the biggest, they determined that you gotta get. It's, house, yes, and the frustration. Yes, so that's what we're working on. It's been 2 nights of, show house. And a night station 15. And then 13. So, patients. Some pricing that was done. For one time. That was passed. Reasonable. Members that reached out to our legislators. Jeff Gordon. Lucio. Trying to put it in the money. But it's the owners. Yeah. And, lots of price, so.
Senator, state representative, and then you have the rest of your life combined. They did do, Rock Pools and the owner of Admiral. Scope the drain through grass. We started at 32. We were about a drain center and then. So, all I know is the market is going to get the state on it. And I go press. From what I understand, that's as far as their equipment was go. Last I heard, Troy had a contact in Putnam. Yeah. Kind of Putnam was just bought a new $1 million range from that they would do like the exercise, so they're like bring it out.
They came out earlier this year, right, to Western Plant Station.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
All right, well, yeah, I remember, and we're getting some rain. Yeah, we are still getting, there's water that comes out that track. Right. So, Troy's been down there clearing trees, trees and frost, so they'll basically get in there and see what's going on.
That has to is covered up. Yeah, we all did. Oh, good.
Yeah, I, from what I understand, it's easier to find the outlet now, that Troy's been down there because, Ralph said he was down there for 45 minutes walking on the woods and found it. I didn't see it. And everybody's understanding all the problems. Are they constructing people?
Yes.
Yeah. Any other major moves going on?
No, I think because now it's just, we're kind of at a standstill to request any funding because it had no budget. So, yeah, that's the.
Oh, you don't know what kind of problem that's causing me around here. If I'm coming in here screaming, where's my bill? Pass a budget time for the high school bill. These, and the third. Okay, and then should be. Excellent. Yeah, I saw the agenda came on. Wrong in my. Hey. All we've done so far, is approve the minutes and we talk about what we have to do. Do you have anything maybe that?
I think it was American, was the ones that never called you back or didn't connect with you, they called me today.
Okay.
I didn't realize you had called them, somehow I ended up with their name also, so I had called them and they said, oh, you need to give us Chief Moore. So I gave him your email address, which you probably already gave him before.
Yeah.
I gave it twice. Okay, well, now he's got it the third time. And, my email address, and he promised he's gonna send us, he asked me a bunch of questions.
Yep. So if he was the one who made it back from. The other, once he did deal with, yeah, the restoration, yeah, the house and stuff, they. So he called me today. Yeah. Next up on the list, what was your problem? But we need to get anybody know out of that?
No, yeah. So we may have gone one, I think we had one new junior.
That's
the
the
last,
last one.
I think in the last, well, it would have been the last 6 weeks.
I was just wondering about the last 3 months, if it was on the back.
So. We have what? 7 juniors right now, I think. Yeah. And a reasonable amount of our standard people, you know, it's definitely lower than that, and of course, it's hard to tell in the summer. We did lessons, and anybody on vacation.
When I was there in the spring, it was pretty busy. How many guys do that? That is, we need to volunteers. Two of them are from one year, just only one, are certified. That one of them should be that Friday. What's the first line? Yeah. But it is operations. We probably just decided a lot. One that is strictly the person hired to go ahead and take help. But we get, and what's on the other here. She's moving to town, so maybe get to her new school year about her. She's a junior, senior, but she's moving her after that. She's already paid for it, she's already paid for her new table, so. You guys think you're all coming. Is there any like to meet on campus? Or if you did it, you have people out there. I think the fourth three talk, I think that the fourth three talk, they did that. Other now, that would be the best. Well, we're gonna assume we're gonna go through the MRP test period. We had 2 new EMC stuff. And have just finished. All they have to do is the national press. Everything else is done. So presumably, they seem pretty confident and they did well so far, so I'm assuming we find that last step of it. How do you, are you doing that? So we did that, I thought, there's nothing staying, nothing, it's 5,000 salaries, I haven't given them. To say how they need to show very good. This is the one I got wrong. Thank you, Tyler, for pointing it out to me. It's the firefighter, paramedic. I can't. Firefighter, how's that? You were negotiating.
staff, that's not gonna happen.
So when Erica went through the year, 3 years ago. Boy, did I do. But did it right first night, or did he split it right through? Everything's so happy. So good luck with that. Good luck with the negotiation. Doing, oh, yeah. She was very helpful with me on the staff meeting. All right, everybody's submitted their tax abatement list. It's good because we submitted it with, for some reason, both the tax collector and the assessor got the list, and then the assessor misplaced the list from the hill, and then went to the tax collector, who would also misplace the one from the hill. So then there was much scrambling about for about 2 hours, and then they both located it at the same time. So everybody should be all set. I was already yelling at but I did it. Everybody's training. We got good news. We got good news for the first week of August. We really don't want to do 1, 3, or 4 people. Yep, last. You already got it, right? I need to know how to do. I don't. We don't know how. All right, so I want you to add, me, probably, Shannon and, Stuart, yeah. Oh, yeah, I did. I thought Stuart already had it, but, all right. I'll sign, you know. It's ended. Reading the history of small town politics in the region. You know, the town clerk was the only one that had to be able to read. Yeah, in some ways we've come a long way. In some ways we haven't. Thanks. Does anybody know about this Elms program? For the, I heard about this from Ashford Fire, the trails and that kind of thing. You know, do they even know where that's at? Where the program's at, whether they, how they get these, points, post them. Or you know, tell us on what it is. All right, so from what I understand, this is a 911 thing, they're putting up. It's electronic location, like monitor. So pretty much you're taking a trail. So you are trail down. Now we're been moving hard. Each one, and then there's going to have a, you know. So it's something that's first, whatever. You can call 911, see the sign, you know, I'm an ELM 7, it's like automatic dispatch center. Or ELM 7. Like what you want, it's like a waypoint or a milepost that you want. And it's gonna be, they're doing this statewide, so it's not just, right, not just us, it's statewide. For every trail system, so reach out to the public, this is what you have to do. If you go off the trail, this week. The other thing that we're doing with it is we're going to use the form of the process. The people will typically know what their address and apartment already is. You can say I'm at ELM 2, and it's going to say actually it's pretty much and it's going to give it. It'll come up and then automatically give the location detail. I was just, I didn't know what the plan was for it or when it was gonna be implemented or anything like that part of the life, so that, I was thinking that would be a tremendous heat smell project. From what I understand, the guy from Stratford wanted to post him at the rifle range and it's worth it. Well, in case you had somebody accidentally shot, you know. I think the street address would get you there, but people don't, yeah, it's a problem with learning a lot of, figure out where they are, they still think they're, you know, very. 91 in this winter, I think they're at 90 in Boston. Yeah, and after it's unbelievable, people that don't know where they're at. But we're around Route 2 in Marlboro, I think they're up by one. No idea. I'd say something, but I thought I was outside of Cleveland. So this is supposed to help standardize,
Outside of it.
the only downside is how much focus you give the program, all of that stuff.
And yes, well, that was another thing, is that I didn't know, if somebody's gonna have to sit out there with a GPS and get the location, that can put all that down. It's probably signing for free, so it's not a great job too. All right, moving right along. You had an equipment issue?
Yeah. You know, 613 without service.
Ambulance 613, is that the red one?
No, that's a green one. I need to be green. No, I need to do that. Go to the hospital on Sunday, fire. Process. Heard of the AC earlier. Or the wire for their vision for that. Or another compressor. Probably the first about the letter. Deal custom. So it's at each fire rescue. They diagnosed the vibration. Burn, shorted and burn. So. Of course, anything, they don't make parts of it. So, you would think a compressor would say the compressor, whatever the deal custom did with the trucks. Those are no longer. So it has to be retrofitted to the system. Higher layer system. And we thought, and I gotta be honest, we questioned it. And found out that Five Star had done some work on it, so we had to service all the bills. And Five Star actually had it on the bill. System needs, the compressor should be replaced at some point. Due to age, it said. System actually retrofitted part of the water available. With a safe perspective. Like, all right, this forgot. So because it wasn't a fire. So how much for the repair? Is what we're being told, and that's without, so the one thing they don't know is they gave the system up. So we know that it's gonna have that new lines, probably some of their bags. They got driven. Bottom out, back. Doesn't look like it did any other damage, but. Whether it drove or towed it. But it didn't damage the AC on the one thing we're trying to figure out is the state side, that it's on fire, turn money, have reported that. Turn claim the fire, reporting. So, one thing that we don't know is the disposable, the supply of inside the property. We think that the stuff sealed will be okay. But all of the other equipment that's not sealed, we're going to split up and which that was all. One thing that they didn't say was all the lead. So they can't get the order out. They have it. That sucks. So.
So was the air compressor for the air bag system for the suspension? but it also affected the air conditioning.
So where it's located?
Anxiety.
And so where the air compressor itself is, runs the lines for the AC run next to it. And not the line for the AC, that's how we did it the first inclination there was a problem, is all of a sudden the air conditioning. And then we had the medic in the back, like, so small. And we were just down the street, and when we got to the parking lot, I got out of the truck and you could see the smoke. Thankfully, one, the water heater was dropped. Not fun, with fun, but wires and it stopped. I'm not disagreeing. I tried to get Stuart to go under there, I got, that's not.
Were you trying to get the ambulance in sewer?
So. Alright, so there's a potential that's gonna be down for 3 or 4 years. They're trying to get, they have been told, you know, it's has the exact same compressor in it, they don't know if that compressor is gonna fly for a little bit. They're gonna try to see if they can at least get it in. This is like, what was the other one, the 25? Like, $4,000 rate compressor.
Aren't you somewhere in like that process of the one also?
So, because of the. We have been looking at rebound. Also, they, I'm trying to get it. It's drastic. Everybody's telling us we do have. As far as rebound, we get probably 9 months to a year. A lot of that, the pandemic, supply lines for 2 years, and now everybody's trying to. I felt a lot of things. Yeah, and they my back.
So it's a compounding thing.
Yeah.
The pandemic pushed everything back, created a backlog. Then ARPA money came in and created a thirst to buy things. Which then people ordered, which made the backlog even bigger because there were a lot more orders than one. People won't come back to work, which means it's getting built slower, and the supply chain is still falling. So now the fire trucks are 3 years to 4 years. I mean, it's 2 years plus.
2.5.
The good news is chassis are finally coming. That was a big hold on ambulances for a long time. You can get chassis from Ford and Chevrolet. Now chassis are coming in like crazy. A lot of the bigger factories, but the majority of them are pretty old.
Rural America.
They were put there, I know there was a chunk place in South Dakota, the town population like 400. And they did that because of cheap labor, a lot of, there's no labor pool.
Cheap labor and captive labor, because it's the only job in town, but when those laborers don't come back to work or sick with COVID or whatever else, then you have no business.
So we talked to a couple of different regional places. A lot of parties, we so much every day, trying to get a set price off of anything right now. On a rebound, we can get ballpark figures for a brand new truck. But those are ballpark figures, that nobody will, before we don't sell the performance stuff. You have so much time to deliver, or you can pay us, you can pay us $100 back off the other day. We did fairly well. Can't do it now. So they're giving you prices, but they're also telling you that if this changes, it's going to be this, if this changes, it's going to be that.
We're seeing across the industry, apparatus and ambulance is 1% per month increase. And it doesn't always come every month. Sometimes you go 3 months and then you get a 3% or 4%. But it's averaging out to a percent per month. And of course, that's compounding because the percent in January, then when you get to February, that percent is on a slightly higher number, right? And so on and so forth. So across the whole year, that 12% is more than 12%, right? And it will probably now, ARPA money is running out. from towns, most people are committed at leaving. So it'll probably start slowing down, the industry is thinking that we're just about at the crest of the orders. And the ordering will slow down this year, but we're worried actually about remaining three. But the backlog is so big.
Tell you that.
And then it'll be, we'll get an email that says, all of a sudden, the aluminum suppliers are being. Yep, and they can't get aluminum, so the whole assembly line. Stops because they can't keep building lots.
Anything other than ambulance and breaking? Just putting the fires on your cross, that was big one.
One fire, second stop fire. Driver side front axle. One second. One.
Yeah, we finished the budget, we finished the fiscal year way over on people. Like 200%.
We were 25,000 labor. Here, yeah. Which is horrible when you look at our budget, we're in about 25,000.
Yeah.
Other things that we had cut this year.
Yeah, same thing.
Maybe. Believe me, finding money. Apparently, it's not as easy as I thought. And I didn't think we did.
The hard part is we're having all of the vendors that we use the same vendor. And the annual labor rates are between 45 now, something like that now. $200 an hour. But I know it's over 200.
Some places.
Yeah. Plus mileage. You're paying them the hourly. Yeah. So it's already on top of whatever they done. It's killing us.
All right. File that part under.
Bring up, I brought up a couple times to you, it was supposed to go to the board of selectmen, ready to build. And a couple times.
All right.
Furnace at our firehouse is on the Fritz.
Yeah.
Your phone is on Fritz. I got a few quotes.
Yeah.
It was requested from all our board of finance.
So you get, yeah.
They need multiple quotes. I did that, and then all of a sudden, now it has to be directed by the board of selectmen. And then brought back. They just did our, regularly, so I'm sure that thing back.
All right, well, I'm trying to get that on next week. And then, yeah, the.
So I think the budget, explain the budget situation.
We tried to pass the budget, they did.
Yeah, I know that part.
Oh,
I know that part. No, I'm talking about this.
I don't know, I think it's all moving me too. I guess so, because our budgets are under the select.
Yeah, but there's not,
But in the.
they're under.
They're under general government.
General government, that's right. And I think we get this mixed up a lot, that's not the selectmen's budget.
No, it's general government.
Right, yeah. So it doesn't.
It
needs to go,
doesn't make sense.
it goes from the board of finance to the board of selectmen to call the meeting,
Right,
but not to suggest or approve the expense.
right. So I will check into that and see what, we need to do.
Otherwise, we gotta add up this is going.
Did you get that from, Bruce, or did you get that from Don?
Bruce, well, where's the money coming from? Bruce,
That.
Wrote the email to us all the time. And it will be overseen in CC Shannon in it. So when I got the quotes, I would send them to Shannon. To handle it.
All right, I will check on that with Don, because you're right, Mike, I don't think that's something.
Again, unless there's the, because the
General government.
master has to be for this one.
So it would depend where the money's coming from.
Yeah.
That would change depending where the money's coming Do you know what the plans were, was the money gonna come out of our budget, which we would be like cents? Or was the money, or were we looking for money from somewhere else?
If the money comes out of your budget, you don't need to get any of that, any
Right.
revenue.
Still, then, the only thing would be if the town wanted you to get the free bid, so you're following the bidding process, but it shouldn't have to go. So that,
Right. Where the $7
okay, so,
What's
well,
the, what's the dollar figure?
Yeah, no money.
400,000.
that,
Oh,
the town just dragged it out.
oh, okay, that's right, so it was, so the approvals were because we went back to the town to ask for an allocation. Right, so the Board of Finance has to approve that and pick where it's coming from, and then send that to the Board of Selectmen for the person calling the meeting.
So Bruce, well, I see in the selectmen's office is supposed to oversee the Millington Hill Fire Department, their budget requests were. Statutes state that requests in excess of $5,000 must have oversight and obtaining quotes and preliminary approval from the Board of Selectmen's office. That was emailed to eight.
I will check on that.
The board.
That's all right.
What's that? Me, Andy,
Yeah.
you, Donna, Alex got it.
What was it?
All right.
Yeah, you're right, I did, that was months ago, right?
Oh, yeah,
I did, yeah, I did get it, I'm like.
Right.
All right,
Maybe you'll approve also.
let me follow up and see what we need to do there.
Yeah, I just reported the
Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah. I went to one the other day, came back to 35. Is it 5, 10? It's 10 for a town meeting. Anything under 10, you don't need to.
Or is that 20 or 25,000?
So-
25,000 is 10%.
So these are the battles that we had before on Board of Finance and stuff, finding, it's this amount if it's coming from certain locations, it's this amount if it's coming from other sources. So like if it's within an approved budget that already exists, the Board of Finance can just approve the transfer up to a certain amount. If it's taking it from a different budget that the taxpayer can approve, then you need a certain threshold, you have to follow the tax. And then there's a different level to the state.
I believe it's easier to do. That happened.
Yeah,
Right, when we first started leasing things 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We just did it.
at least,
Somebody decided that we were talking, we don't, or something. We later said you have to do that, but doesn't do it.
and we have those conversations too, if one person comes in to buy a dump truck. Comes in to lease a dump truck, the one who comes in to lease the same truck, the same impact on the taxpayers. Go get it.
Correct.
And the person who wants to buy the truck, same impact on the taxpayers, oh no, you got a process to go through, and if we say no, it doesn't get.
That's seeing the budget line item, it's in the.
Because of that, the number of leases exploded, and now there's no CIP.
Because all that money.
Because all the money is being used for leasing.
They're easy to prove.
This is what we're.
Williams was 10,000.
Yeah, see, that's it. Anything else? Started with like butane.
The boiler, of course, are.
Yeah, a lot of those are labor around the truck work and.
That's.
It's up in the closet.
Behind the radio room area.
So the, Homestead, who we have our contract with, they said, that furnace would be, the furnace that has a cracked changer would be $7,946, and then they asked the Board of Finance meeting to get a price for the other one, so next to it, with the AC unit, is the same here, same model, just have the AC handle on it. And nobody will quote the furnace without doing the AC unit, so that one itself would be $9,692.
$17,000.
It just makes sense to be both of them.
Right,
That has to be.
we're just trying to get one that's broke.
And if it's less than 10,000, you gotta go up there.
Depending on.
I believe even it doesn't matter where it comes from, as long as it's less than 10,000, then they can put it. I'm not sure about that.
Changes a lot.
Yeah, I think, and we fought to try to get this clear, and we did not succeed. When being on board finance, so I think if you are going to new money, like if you're going to fund balance to get the money, then I think the threshold for town meeting is smaller. Because it isn't in an approved budget line.
I'll forward the post.
All right, thank you.
You're probably over any, right,
Oh, yeah.
Add at least 1% per month to it.
at least you'll have numbers.
For the finance, we're gonna take out in the last couple of months anyways. For the finance. Decent. All right. All responsible, are you getting enough people to your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we getting that pay? Depends on the call, right? All right, it's being found out.
Well, I know we had a three end of the wires on Moose Meadow. Last 4 or 5 days, came in at the intersection of 70th North Moose Meadow. I followed, Dick Ross in front about a mile up Moose Meadow. I didn't see anything, so I turned around. Guess it went a ways further. Yeah, but a lot farther into the intersection. Anyways. And his plate seems to be. Holland, and he seems to be yet letting up.
How it is out of the little better.
Yeah. That's just, my feeling I get. Here, over here. Usually give them a okay. I don't, you know, I don't remember if I did.
There has been a burst of that on the weekend.
Yeah. Because if there's an issue, let me know, because I'm meeting with, Brian and Foley tomorrow.
I'm gonna spread his. Tell him to spread his 11 Monday through Friday.
Oh. He got to pick the restaurant this time, I picked it last time.
I'll just spread out with 11 people working Monday through Friday.
Yeah, I think I've said that when. They also said that, okay. But like I said, the feeling I get is that it was better, I don't have to.
So our overall numbers are down.
Overall, we debate numbers, overall.
I was saying to a thousand messages.
They don't have. Yeah.
We all find out.
How full is it?
They're only. Sad, yes.
Yes, the mansions are occupied, it's just the average age of the call. So, 14 people be able to.
They do a reasonable job of restoration.
They're not any restoration.
That's what they'll.
They've got it all, sitting with the Iraq, they're also, all right, so that's this.
Last. Oh, we discussed a lot of the budget issues. You think that we haven't discussed on budget issues?
No, that's what they're doing, want to be here.
Concerns. That's the next line. That would be,
I have like service, that version, you want good or bad?
let's go with, you know,
So August 2nd, whole fire department. You're like. Not gonna do it, but you guys. WTIC County reached out, and WRS, they were three reached out, they're going to Wilmington. Do some special event. Friday. I guess WTIC for the start and a map. Wherever wherever it is on that, how they will start the day. They lay them out Wilmington. No, radio. So WTIC radio. And then. Big part of the radio. And are coming to Wellington to do a breakfast at part of the capacity. We get a fundraiser. I think Tom and I decided on this. Not. Why? It's about short now, fire departments. We're the only fire departments that are doing. Across the state, right now, they've never done one in the firehouse. We're doing a breakfast. I think we are. Still trying to get all the details. This all transpired probably. Thursday? Yeah.
And
Wednesday.
yeah, it was the other Friday.
Yeah, well, so I got it Wednesday, and then they finally called me on Friday.
Yeah, you have more information even than I did.
That's all I've got.
I just got a call from Tom saying, can you be a part of this?
All I know, the only thing I've got is that the breakfast, we're doing it at one. Yeah. We originally wanted to do our station, but that's not, so that's okay. Oh, really? It's supposed to go fun. Oh, I did. Yeah. He's like, well, we can tents in the yard. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't have a car. So we thought it was a good idea to work together. But it will be a lot of PR that needs to be pushed out as soon as I can get.
So you're gonna get Uncle Sam outfit because, you know, we'll grade you out as the Uncle Sam will be.
Yeah, because they're gonna want, I can't be buckle bear.
I don't know what that is, so.
Typically, they, unless she's part of the police department, wearing the. But there will be,
direct this conversation.
there will be. Like, so also the politicians, but it's also our town, it's also the website. Go. Friday on the second. I know, yeah, they did not give us a whole lot of time to look at it. I know, on a Friday. That's the, and the worst part of it is they have to, the radio station, part of it has to be in setup. Their entire show. They're doing our entire show.
Yeah, so it's at about 5 AM.
Yeah, they've got to be on their 5:30, so they won't got it in 4:30. Oh, ready.
We'll be there at 8.
Okay, that's all I got so far. So, is that the good news or the bad news? That's the thing. All right, what's the bad? So the bad news, anybody that follows the National Volunteer Fire Council, they've been doing a lot of standards. For the OSHA standards. And they've been pushing out 20 top topics. I don't know how they were pretty much all of that. There's they keep pushing out these pain points for volunteer fire and emergency service departments. So there's 20 of them that are on these. A couple of the biggest ones for us are first, vulnerability risk assessments that they want for medical evaluation for unused or staff on volunteers. The amount of what they're looking for volunteer, and really anybody that's going to be volunteers doesn't matter. But there's a standard of agility testing that firefighters are going to have to take. It actually lists out there that you have to kill dummy, you're going to have to swing an action, you're going to have to be able to do X, Y, and Z. I think both of us are going to have an issue with some volunteers being able to do them.
every fire department across the entire country, even some career departments are having this issue.
I remember 25 years ago, they tried to do that for cop, they had a test program that was academy. They said, yeah, they had 30 volunteer, 30 random departments, each had to send one volunteer. Yeah. And I think those 30 volunteers, 15 were out on workers' comp for the next year. They're also saying if you have any, whether an action level of 15 exposures to combustion products within a year, trigger medical surveillance. If willing to work somewhat smaller, but a big car fire, you know, brush fire, you know, structure fire, chimney fire, explosibility. You have 50, you have a member of personnel, 15 calls like that. Which we did 6 of them in a week, beginning in December. That person never had medical surveillance. So the reason I'm bringing this up is it's important to go through there. If there's topics or items in here, we're dead set against, we need to put right out. Saying that was the comment period is almost ending. There's been something here that's big, it's big, money items. Planning Firefighter Association has a set of states, they were saying, hey. I have not seen anything about the notice of. And not as far as I know.
All the fire chiefs said
The fire chiefs have taken, right, I know the fire chiefs had said, they were pushing back on some of it, but there's some things that, some of it, like the career chief, are gonna push. Fire chief, fire officers being required to hold certain levels of training. By their standards, first time OSHA put anything in there saying that the fire chief has to hold a certain level of certification. This says that the fire chief should hold or will hold the fire officer. That's detrimental. A lot of volunteer departments and they about this. But that's. Gotta.
They're both oceans.
They're proposed. Right, they're proposed. But we need to. We should at least be looking at if somebody needs to go through, what's our plan? What are we gonna do? They're not gonna give you a lot of time. They will give you
The rural fire service is already highly challenged to be able to do its job, and this will put a lot of organizations right over the lot.
I see a lot of this getting tapered back, but they're surprisingly they did this big of a push. A lot of the people say they're not gonna scale back. There's gonna be some scale. Especially if it comes to firefighters. Which I agree with. Firefighters should do. So it's. I just want to make sure it's under. If there are things there that we don't want, even if we do kind of line out, we need the rest.
We should probably get ourselves some dates, like. Get information if Pete, do you think that as for selecting you people for signed letter that the two parties agree to it? Yeah. So should we set a timeline and we need to get our thoughts together and get ready?
It's just.
I think notice there that we talked about that.
I know.
You work it out with, and James. I will try to take time to.
They're not part of the National Volunteer. National Volunteer Fire Council. It's not on the website. there's not a lot of info regarding this. Very worthwhile. Very, very.
You know, just send me emails, like, you know, I'm not on email a lot.
And just a comment, maybe a report from both parties, so try to watch our apparatus. So we can pull the track, and we can go back and do it. For just preparing for next one, next one is going to be,
It's just kind of like being. Of correspondence. And, good welfare, good welfare. Congratulations, Matt. We're all set on that, right here, I'm moving to adjourn, second. Aye.
Okay. At 7:23 p.m.
You know, it's really good, right?
I'm going over there for a short time and then going home, loading the car rides.
Stop the recording. For the rain, green.
Go back to the center. All right, right here. Stop.
Oh.
Stop, let's go back. Oh, we get off. So, yeah.